मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि क्या हमारे सेक्रेट टेक्स्ट हैं जितने भी उपनिषद वेदास, क्या उसमें वो ताकत नहीं है कि मीन्स जो लोग उसको पढ़ते हैं उस वो पढ़ के मीन्स चेंज हो गए सब। अभी जैसे आपने कहा वेस्ट वाले हमारे टेक्स्ट पढ़ रहे, तो क्या वो उपनिषद का प्रश्न उपनिषद पढ़ा उसने, तो वो सारे उपनिषद पढ़े उसके बाद क्या उसके मन में परिवर्तन नहीं होगा?
There's a comment and a question. The question is a very important one. Comment I disagree with. His comment is that Max Miller was a lover of India, fan of India. Fan of India, the Vedic was a fan of India. They were all fans of India. British were fans of India. British were fans of India. Their idea was that they're here to civilize you. They're here to civilize you. हम आपके माँ बाप हैं, आपको we are raising you properly. Yeah. British said, the British Orientalists said, your present is like our past and your future is our present. मतलब what we were, जो हम छोड़ गए बचपन में बच्चे थे, that is how you are today. You are a बच्चा, हम बच्चे थे एक समय. And how we are now as adults is your future. So we know where you are going. We will take you there. Of course, there were fans and lovers of India. Nobody openly talks that we hate you. Nobody. We are foolish people. वो कह रहा है मेरी तारीफ कर रहा है, मेरे को इतना inferiority complex है कि I am so happy and flattered. वो तो he knows that this is your weakness. तो वो आपको he constantly keep flattering you. All the people I'm criticizing in this book, not one of them is happy with my calling them Hinduphobic. But that is what their writings are. They will always say we love Hinduism. They always say that. But it has all these problems. And the sacredness is not really genuine. And you see it was done for political purposes. So वो मेरे लिए क्या हो गया? It's like the person archaeologist who says, what a beautiful painting. कोई sacred में किसी बात नहीं है. Of course, he's a fan of the painting, but according to me, he's demising the sacredness and therefore he's undermining it. So I don't consider Max Muller. He started the Aryan theory, which is the single most dangerous thing happening in Indian society, the Dravidian separatism and the Dravidian divide. How can you say he's a fan of India when he created such a horrible thing for us? And towards the end, he writes in a letter that the reason I'm doing all this is to show them the superiority of Christianity. This is a letter by Max Muller. Please read that before you say he's a great fan of India. ऊपर से तो था. Now, the real question you asked, very serious, very good question. कि are the Vedic texts not powerful enough to convince anybody who reads them? Are the Vedic texts lack of power? So even after reading them, studying them, understanding them, the person is still not a good person, not able to become sacred. You see, you have to ask, why was Ravana that way after doing so much tapasya and after reading the text? You see, the intellectual needn't be a good person. The person who got a lot of intellectual knowledge, even got siddhis, may actually be quite a wicked person. The Kauravas and Pandavas, you can't say that war with Adharma is because those guys were not knowledgeable. They were very, very intelligent. The whole idea of avidya is such that you could have a lot of theoretical knowledge, a lot of intellectual knowledge. It hasn't transformed your consciousness. And you have this knowledge, you may actually be going against it. You may actually be a destructive person after understanding the knowledge. I think this is a very important question because a lot of our people say, as long as the person is speaking Sanskrit and he knows a lot, he will be a good person. That is not so. That is, in this book, in the very first chapter, I respond to this question. Some Sanskritist asked me, how can I be accused of hating the tradition when I spent my whole life studying it? And I say, the microbiologist studies a bacteria all his life with the intention of killing it. Yeah. People who are considered Islamophobic in the Western Academy, Islamophobic means those who hate Islam. They've studied day and night, they're studying Islam, what's going on, in order to hate it, in order to bring it down. In the Cold War, CIA had a lot of Russian language experts to understand the opposing side. Not because you love it, because you want to understand it. I'm sure in Indian Army and in Indian Raw, there must be Pakistan experts who know the language, who read every paper, who go and talk to them very nicely, they're spies, not because they want to love them, but because they want to bring them down. And similarly, they must have such people for us. So, watching the other and studying a text, understanding it, does not necessarily translate into loving it. It's a very naive view our people have. कि वो लोग आते हैं, धोती में आते हैं, they wearing तिलक, साड़ी में आते हैं, ऐसे करके पूजा भी करते हैं, तो how can you sir say नहीं है वो? You know how much the Christian evangelists go to temples and behave like this very nicely, बहुत वो करते हैं, ड्रामा करते हैं, बहुत ड्रामा करते हैं. So do not be fooled that just because a person is studying our text, therefore he is in love with it. It's a very big mistake commonly made.